Hi, I wanted to share a little travel tip with you that I think it's pretty important because over the years, lots and lots of people, the most common thing I hear from travelers at the end of their trip is, I decided to travel too far and I packed too much in, too much driving and stuff. And like even a simple drive up to Cairns here, driving along the coast from Sydney is going to rack up 31 hours and 26,000 kilometers of driving. And if you travel to a few of the favorite holiday destinations like Ayers Rock, even I haven't even put Kakadu in the north up here, the Great Barrier Reef and Cairns here, the Gold Coast, theme park, Sydney, and Perth in Western Australia, that's 183 hours, and that's like a week of driving or something. I'm not a mathematician, but it's a lot. It's 17,000 kilometers. You're going to have a sore bum. Even if I mix these up and try and do it in the most logical order, like I don't know what it is, but that's a lot of kilometers, however you do it. Then here we are on the Jetstar website, which is the first of the discount, well, actually, it's a Tiger Air website. And this is probably the cheapest and a little bit nasty airline, if I can say that without getting sued, because they have been known in the past. They've been caught up with the regulators a little bit for
taking off and leaving people with their flights on full and things like that.
but I believe they've cleaned up their act a little bit and the reputation is improving. But with Tiger Airlines, you can pick up a flight Sydney to Brisbane, $49, or fly right across to Perth, $119. And there's that Cairns trip that we saw before that was going to take us 30 plus hours, or probably more like 40, which is $89. And that's like 4 or 5 days of driving without seeing many sites in between at all in one flight. Probably the more upmarket of the budget airlines is Virgin Australia, a little bit more reliable, but you're going to pay a little bit more as well. And I've keyed in Sydney flights here and to the middle of Australia, like 149. And it has the dates here, January to March, April to June, when the flights specials happen from. And finally on the Jetstar website, and you can see in the middle up the top here, deals, view deals. Let's say, see the Sydney deals from Sydney. And you can do this while you're in Australia. I'm not sure that you can actually do this from overseas. There's a few international flights as well, Phuket, Bali, and there's your Cairns flight, 139. And say if we wanted to see the actual cost of it from day to day, we'll click through this. Yeah, with the Jetstar website, I'm going to actually click this. I only want to see the lowest fare little tab here in the middle near my cursor. And then I can go through and show you like a general overview of the costs of flights. And you can see there it'll come up for the month that we're looking at. This is Sydney to Cairns, about $105 for a lot of February and January. And if I do this next week, it's obviously going to cost a little bit more, but that's what it costs a long way out. Then I think that's comparable. I know it's a lot less than people in Canada pay, where my wife's from. It's probably comparable with the US, I guess, or Europe. And I only want to let you know about that. I read a lot about how expensive flights and things are in Australia, but I actually think that's probably quite comparable. And with the low Aussie dollar at the moment, you're probably getting a pretty good deal and you're saving a lot. Fuel's a little bit more here, then you have to take that in consideration as well. There you go, there's January. That's actually during the school holidays, the end of the peak period school holiday season. Then you're not going to pay too much more than that if you book in advance and you're prepared. Then we've spent most of this year traveling around Australia and creating a blog with all the different places to visit, all the best vacation spots around Australia. And we stopped off and we made videos, attractions, all different places around Australia. Then drop into My Family Vacation Ideas, subscribe to our videos below, and we'll show you around Australia great itineraries and things to do, road trips. Come travel with us.